Here we go. Hi everyone. I'm here with the other co-founder of Lotus-Box, Gary Chu, myself, Kwan Zhao, and we're making this video for several reasons. One of the reasons is to give a reaction to the Houston Liftoff competition that we just had about a month ago before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to Gary about this. The second reason, as with any reasons that we make these videos, is to really document our journey from the beginning of Lotus-Box, through our various events, trials and tribulations, progression in creating this company. So I guess just to throw it out there, I personally was very torn about making this video.
Right.
Because I had some really raw emotions after completing the Houston startup competition that are not pleasant. All right, I'll be honest. So I was like, should I do this or should I not? And Gary convinced me to do it for, just as a timeline, as sort of our capsule
Right.
of Lotus-Box. And I guess with that, let's kick it off, Gary. Taking a trip back on memory lane. So how do you get it started? I guess.
You know what? I want to say that I posted on Facebook about this, that when I was driving there, I was filled with a lot of emotions. As I was driving there, I was like, you know what? I have been through so many piano recitals, so many soccer games, so many school events that I frankly wasn't that prepared for. Was super nervous. This was one of the things in my life that I was the most prepared for.
Okay.
I felt so good.
Yeah.
No problem. Like if we were gonna be beaten, I was gonna have my chin high, thinking, you know what, I'm fully prepared for it.
Oh,
that's in theory.
I'll let you finish.
Yeah,
I'll
in
let you
theory.
finish this thought.
In actuality, in reality, it's disappointing. Obviously, it is. I mean, in theory, you're thinking, oh, no matter what happens, you're gonna be fine. In reality, it's obviously very disappointing.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I was feeling totally comfortable, really good. The actual pitch itself, I thought was very very smooth. The Q&A went well. I would love to actually see a video of it. Actually, I don't know where we can find it. I haven't even looked for it.
They
obviously.
have it.
They have it.
They have it.
So we could maybe post that somewhere for people who follow us to kind of check it out.
Yeah.
Just to see.
And so maybe you guys can tell us how we did. But I guess I want to give the audience a little bit of just context, because they may not know, or if they haven't followed us yet, they may not know what the competition was.
Right.
So it's the Houston Business Plan competition that they've held on an annual basis, and this is their 5th go around. And it's a 3-month process where they take the submission of teams that are interested in doing this business plan competition, and then go through kind of the funnel in which they become finalists in the end to do the pitch. So actually, I'm very proud of us, because let's get some numbers. They went from 400 teams that entered and submitted into this contest. Oh, we got a phone call.
You go ahead. You go ahead. I'll be right back.
Yeah. But sorry, I'm distracted by that phone call. But yeah, we were one of the 9 finalists from 400 teams and individuals that have submitted into the 2017 business plan. And there were 3 categories. We competed in the service category. And so that as a whole, I'm still very proud of the fact that we made it all the way through into the final day, into the final round, out of that many. So, just like Gary said, when you go that far, and your expectations are quite high. You know, I was.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at how prepared we were and the actual score that we got from the pre-final round judging, which was 27 out of 30. And criteria included originality, creativity, scalability of the business, to financial projection, to identity, team members. We all scored at the peak. So we walked in having very high expectations. And Gary and I practiced tremendously, you know, meeting up, doing 2 nights almost a week, 4 weeks prior. And this was during the time of Astros winning the World Series. So
that extended the process.
That extended the process, which I was a little upset about. Gary knows that because I wanted to get it over with. So they had an interference. They had a parade. So they canceled and moved our competition 2 weeks after. Go Astros, but you rain on our parade. We wanted to get it over with, and we didn't. Maybe we stood a better chance because we felt way prepared already at that date. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with it. But anyways, I just wanted to give that context and that timeline, and what the overall idea was behind this business plan competition, which is our very first competition that we're doing. And I think the reaction for me right afterwards, during the car ride home, was, you know what? It's just a competition. I mean, our company, our future, Gary and I, for Lotus-Box, is not going to be held back by one competition. And we make sure that both of us realize that. Even though it was very heartbreaking because we clearly wanted to win, and we stood a good chance to win, but it's like that final, maybe NBA playoff. At least that's the analogy that I use. You go so far, 82 games, just like us, 3-month period, anticipating to win, poured our heart and soul into it, and ended up walking away with the iPad instead of $10,000, which we could have used for many of our spending in the next 3 months. So there you go. That's my piece.
I think for me, what was somewhat comforting was that the judging across the other categories seemed just as bewildering. Yeah. I thought if I felt like it was just in our category that the judging was off, I would have been like, oh, this is strange, to put it mildly. But the judging seemed to be off in other categories as well. I thought there were very strong business concepts, and I don't think we should name any names, but there were strong business concepts in other categories that I thought were clear leaders and should have won. Yeah. But I know you and I wanted to parse over the judging and all that stuff. I think ultimately what I kind of was my conclusion was that we lost because the winner in our category particularly had a concept that was had more